In the pursuit of success, there is one critical element that often gets overlooked: discipline. In a world where instant gratification has become the norm, and many seek comfort at the expense of growth, discipline is what sets the achievers apart from the dreamers. It is the invisible force that drives action when motivation has long faded, the key that unlocks potential when circumstances seem insurmountable. Without discipline, even the most talented individuals may find themselves falling short of their goals, unable to push through the discomfort that often accompanies true progress. Discipline is not glamorous. It's not something people boast about when they achieve success, but it's there, hidden beneath every victory, every triumph, and every story of overcoming adversity. It is the willingness to show up, day after day, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's the ability to act when the mind is screaming for you to stop, to keep going when every muscle in your body aches, and to push forward when everything around you seems to be crumbling. This is the true power of discipline. It's not about doing what's easy or waiting for the right moment. It's about making the difficult choice every day to pursue excellence. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, and trusting that the cumulative effect of your efforts will eventually lead you to success. In the end, it's not the days when things are easy that define your journey, but the days when everything is difficult, and yet you keep going. Those are the days that shape who you are and determine whether or not you'll reach your goals. To understand discipline, we must first acknowledge its fundamental role in success. It's the bedrock of any meaningful achievement. No matter how skilled or knowledgeable you are, if you lack the discipline to put in the work consistently, you will never reach your full potential. The world is full of individuals brimming with talent, yet many fail to make an impact simply because they do not have the discipline to follow through on their ambitions. Discipline is the force that keeps you moving forward when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's easy to stay committed to your goals when things are going well, when life is smooth and circumstances are favorable. But discipline truly reveals itself when you're faced with hardship, when everything seems to be working against you. It's in those moments, when you feel like quitting, that discipline becomes your greatest ally. It is the ability to stay the course, even when the path is filled with obstacles, that separates those who succeed from those who merely dream. People often talk about motivation as if it's the key to success. While motivation can be helpful, it's fleeting. You won't always feel motivated to work hard, to get up early, to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady. It doesn't rely on how you feel in the moment. It's a decision you make, day after day, to keep moving forward, no matter what. Excuses are the enemy of discipline. It's easy to find reasons not to do something. It's too cold outside, I'm too tired, I'll do it tomorrow. But these excuses only serve to hold you back from achieving your true potential. When you allow yourself to be swayed by excuses, you give up control over your life. You become a victim of your circumstances rather than the master of your destiny. One of the most common excuses people make is that they don't have the motivation to do something. But the truth is, motivation is a luxury. It comes and goes, and if you rely on it to guide your actions, you'll never accomplish anything of significance. Discipline is what carries you through when motivation is absent. It's what enables you to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Every time you give in to an excuse, you reinforce the habit of quitting. But every time you push past an excuse, you strengthen your discipline. Over time, this discipline becomes a part of who you are, and it will carry you through even the most difficult challenges. So, the next time you're tempted to make an excuse, remind yourself of the goals you've set for yourself and the kind of person you want to become. Ask yourself, do I want to be someone who makes excuses or someone who gets things done? Discipline is not a one-time effort. It's a habit. Success doesn't come from doing something once or twice. It comes from doing the right things consistently, day after day. This is where many people fall short. They may start strong, full of enthusiasm and motivation, but as soon as the initial excitement wears off, they begin to falter. The workouts become less frequent, the study sessions become shorter, and before they know it, they've given up entirely. Consistency is the cornerstone of discipline. It's what allows you to build momentum and make progress over time. When you show up every day and do the work, even when you don't feel like it, you're laying the foundation for success. It's not about making huge leaps all at once. It's about taking small, steady steps in the right direction. Imagine a sculptor working on a block of marble. Every day, he chips away at the stone, removing a little more material, shaping it bit by bit. At first, the progress may seem slow and insignificant, but over time, the shape of the sculpture begins to emerge. Eventually, the sculptor creates a masterpiece. Discipline works in the same way. Each day that you push yourself to work harder, to improve, to stay focused, you're chipping away at your limitations and building a better version of yourself. One of the most important lessons discipline teaches us is that we cannot rely on motivation alone to achieve our goals. Motivation is unpredictable. It can come and go without warning. There will be days when you feel unstoppable, ready to tackle any challenge that comes your way. But there will also be days when you feel tired, unmotivated, and overwhelmed. It's on those days that discipline matters most. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when everything in you is telling you to stop. It's what gets you out of bed early in the morning when you'd rather sleep in. It's what drives you to the gym when your body is sore and tired. It's what pushes you to keep studying when your mind feels foggy and distracted. Without discipline, you'll fall short of your goals the moment things get tough. Think about the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the leaders who have achieved greatness. Do you think they were motivated every day? Of course not. But they had the discipline to show up and do the work, even when they didn't feel like it. That's what sets them apart. They don't rely on fleeting emotions to dictate their actions. They make a decision to be disciplined, and they stick to it, no matter how they feel. The path to success is not glamorous. It's not filled with applause and accolades at every turn. In fact, most of the work happens in silence when no one is watching. It's the early mornings, the late nights, the countless hours spent honing your craft. This is the grind, and it's where discipline shines. Many people are afraid of the grind. They want the rewards without the hard work. But success doesn't come to those who sit around waiting for it. It comes to those who are willing to put in the time and effort, even when it's difficult. The grind is where you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. It's where you build mental toughness, where you learn to push past your limits and discover your true potential. Don't be afraid of the grind. Embrace it. It's not the hard work itself that matters. It's what the hard work does for you. Every time you push yourself to do something difficult, you're strengthening your discipline. You're training your mind to overcome obstacles, to keep going, even when things get tough. And that's what will ultimately lead you to success. Discipline is not just about physical effort. It's about mental toughness. It's about training your mind to push through discomfort, to ignore the voice in your head that tells you to quit. Your mind is your greatest asset, but it can also be your greatest enemy if you don't learn to control it. Many people think of discipline as a physical act, getting up early, going to the gym, doing the work. But the truth is, discipline starts in the mind. It's the decision to do what's hard, to face challenges head on, and to keep going when you want to stop. It's the ability to push through mental barriers, to silence the doubts and fears that try to hold you back. Mental toughness is what allows you to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions and temptations arise. It's what keeps you on track when life throws curveballs your way. Without mental toughness, you'll be easily swayed by setbacks and challenges. But with it, you can overcome anything. At the heart of all success is self-discipline. It's the ability to control your impulses, to resist the temptation to take the easy way out, and to stay committed to your goals, even when it's hard. Self-discipline is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who only wish for success. It's the force that drives you to keep going, even when no one is watching, even when there's no immediate reward. Self-discipline is not about depriving yourself of pleasure. It's about prioritizing long-term success over short-term gratification. It's about making choices that align with your goals, even when those choices are difficult. It's about holding yourself accountable and taking responsibility for your actions. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're investing in your future. You're laying the groundwork for success, even if you can't see the results immediately. Over time, these small choices add up, and they lead to big changes. In the end, discipline is what will carry you through the tough times. It's what will keep you on track when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's what will push you to keep going, even when everything in you is telling you to stop. Success is not about talent or luck. It's about discipline. It's about making the decision every day to do the work, to push yourself, and to never give up. Life is full of challenges, and there will always be obstacles in your way. But if you have discipline, you can overcome them. You can rise above the difficulties and achieve your goals. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember, it's not over until you win. Keep pushing, keep grinding, and keep believing in yourself. The road to success may be long and difficult, but with discipline, you will get there.